Hello guys, today I'll be teaching you simple checkmating tactics. First, we will start off with the queen. How you can checkmate with just a queen, king, and your opponent's king on the board. This is possible. What we have to do is we have to cut off the king's movement squares. Now if we play this queen move, notice how the queen creates a barricade like this, where the king has lost all of these squares and he can only move to 3 squares. Now if he moves here, you want to play this move. Now, notice how we cut him off like this. This is how you checkmate. With the queen, you want to cut him off on the last rank where the king only has 1 rank of movement. Whether that be down here, here, up here, or in this case, here. You want to cut off the king. Now, when the king only has 1 square, we advance our queen a little closer as well. Now, he only has 1 square. Now here we want to make sure we don't push our queen too much, because then that's stalemate. The king has no moves. To avoid this, we got to make sure we're far enough so the king can alternate between these 2 squares. And now we just walk our king. He has no other moves. We walk our king all the way. And here you can checkmate him like this. Or if you want, you can move your king and checkmate him like this, or like this. There's many checkmates, but you need both the king and queen to checkmate. The queen alone cannot checkmate. Next, we'll look at rook. Now the rook's a little bit harder for one reason. It can't cover those diagonal squares, so the king, the opposing king, can still target it. What we'd play here is this. The concept is the same. We try to cut off the king. Now when the king walks closer, we bring our king closer, and we do the same to protect this rook. Now, if he moves back a layer, then we move our king here, because we're trying to get our rook here to cut him off even further. Cut him off all the way to the last layer. And then he would play a move like this, and we just bring our rook closer and closer. Now we'll look at what happens if he plays here. If he plays that move, then we're going to have to move our rook up 1. And then if he plays here, we're going to have to move our rook up 1. See how we're cutting him off that way instead now? And so he will walk his king all the way there, and then we can cut him off on this file. So I'll show you how that will look. He would move up, we would move up, he would move there, we move our king all the way up, then we give over here, he'd move up, we do this, he would move up, then we'd move our king up, he'd move here, here. He has to move to the back rank now, where you play this, and he moves there. And when he moves his king back, you just move your rook all the way back. Now, if he plays this move, where the 2 kings are looking at each other, you can deliver this checkmate. See how the king can't move in these directions or in these directions? That is only if he comes in opposition with your king. He could also go that way. If he does that, just follow him. Once he gets to the edge of the board, he only has 1 move, and now you're in opposition and you deliver mate. Now, while you're doing this, he might move back. If he moves back, again, you do the same thing where you come in opposition, so he can't move to any of these squares. Then he'll move maybe there, and you cut him off 1 more rank. Now we will look at a couple other scenarios, like this scenario where you have 2 queens. Now 2 queens is easy, and with 2 queens you won't need the king. You would give this check, and this is called a ladder mate. You see how the queen is cutting off these squares, and we're giving a check on these squares. So the king can only move there, there, or there. Now he does that, we just cut him off again, and then our queens are cutting off like that. And when he moves to the last row, we deliver checkmate, and this is called ladder mate, because the king has no squares there. Next, we'll look at 2 rooks. 2 rooks is fundamentally the same too. When we give a check, it's ladder, remember? The king would move, we'd give a check, there's a ladder. King would move, and we would deliver mate. But the thing that's harder about the rooks are the rooks can't defend each other like this, like the queens can. If you notice, the queens are defending each other. That's why the king can never get too close. But with 2 rooks, the king can be right here. This way you don't want to give this check, because when he takes you, then you have to walk your king all the way over and do what I taught you earlier in this video. What you want to do is move your rooks back. Now if he tries to chase you, then you give this check, and when he plays here, you give this check, and when you play here, you move this rook all the way back. And then when he plays a move, you deliver checkmate. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.